Well, welcome back. Today's video is on, believe it or not, our last homework assignment for the fall 2020 semester, assignment number 11. It should be pretty straightforward, just two parts to it. So I thought the easiest thing to do is just kind of walk you through it and to remind you a little bit about how to use the equation editor in Word. So let me share my screen with you. As you can see, we've got the start here at the class website. And if you click on homework assignments, you can come down and find homework 11. So I'll click on that one. You can see it's pretty short. So the first part is just to work a problem similar to what we've done in the notes and also in other videos for the backwash velocity examples. So you can see you have a filter in the lab. We have a certain flow rate, 900 milliliters per minute. Diameter of our filter. The filter bed is 6 inches. You can see the settling velocity is 0.27. That's the same value we've used in all of our examples so far. That's sand, and it originally has a porosity of 30. So first, determine the hydraulic loading rate in gallons per day per square feet, and then classify whether it's a slow sand or rapid sand filter. You can look in the table in the notes to see which value that will satisfy. And then determine the backwash velocity to expand the bed to 0.8, and then the expanded bed filter. So that will be a homework problem that you'll do on engineering paper. Make sure you print out the cover sheet as a fronto to it and follow all the homework format that we did way back in the beginning. We're doing a lot of spreadsheet work lately, so we haven't got back to that. So we're kind of circling back to the beginning. So again, don't forget to put your name, the assignment number, course number, and your page number. You could probably do this problem one page. So just be a one-page assignment. And of course, PDF that or scan that and upload that as a PDF document. I'll talk about part 2 in a minute, but let me just jump down to part 3. So you'll finish reading your problem-solving book, chapter 12. Really, chapter 12 is a summary of the entire book. So what we're going to have in the last quiz for chapter 12 is a 15-question quiz. And that'll be the final quiz for the reading for the semester. And that will come on the same Tuesday morning as this homework is due. So just review all the material. To be honest, I'll probably just take questions from the previous quizzes. Okay, so part 2 is to develop a Word document to describe filter efficiency. And if you follow this link here, you can see where this is the discussion of filter efficiency. What I'm really looking for is not the table data, but probably this part beginning here through right about there. So this discussion. And if you think what I've written here is a little too thin, you're more than welcome to add additional information. But I am really looking for this and the equations. So let's just see if we can do this first part in Word and write the equation appropriately. So I'll open up a Word document. We'll just do a blank one. Give it a second to run up. Okay. Now some of the text, since it's an HTML page, I can really just copy. So I'm selecting it. I'm just going to copy it, Control C, go to my Word document, Control V, and there it is. I don't have to do too much else but cut and paste the text. But now remember, for the equations, the way I've given you an example to do it would be to go to the next line, and we want to insert a table. So I'll go Insert, Table, and I'll pick one row and two columns. And I'll grab this middle one here, and I'll slide it over. Let me make this a little bit bigger so we can see it. This box will be a place where I can put my equation number. So I'll go ahead and do that. This will be equation 1. And I'll go ahead and make that, go back to home, and we'll make that right justified. And I'll come into the first cell, which looks like it's left justified now, and I'll make that center justified. So I've kind of got the format. So now in here, I'm going to insert my equation. So again, I'll go to insert, and I think it's hiding behind me over here. I'll put myself down here in the bottom corner, equation. So let's go back and see what the first equation is. It says total volume equals the sum of the increment volumes. And I've used this subscript I for the increment volumes. So I'll just type my equation. Click on the box, say total, oops, got to spell it right, sorry about that. Total volume equal, and now I need to find the sum. And I go up here and look in my tools that I have. Oh, operator, there it is. I'll pull that down. And there's a sum. So I'll click on that. So now I have the sum symbol, and in the box, I'll put incremental volume. And now I need to do a subscript I. So I'll go to scripts and click the subscript one. Oh, I should have done that first. You see it made the box. So I'll have to come back and cut out my incremental volume, X, and put it inside that box. And then that'll give me the chance to go down here and type my I. So there's my first equation. Now remember, I'll click on it again. The default is Cambria Math. So make sure that your font then is in Cambria. That just makes it easier for everybody. Cambria, I got to go find Cambria. There's Cambria Math. I'll just go to Cambria. So now my fonts are consistent. You'll notice that I've got my variable italicized to match it here, and my defining of my other variable here. So that looks all good. I do notice that I made this font needs to be the same size. They're both now 11. The last format thing I want to do is select my table and go under the table design properties up here at the top, and then you see borders, and I'll just say no border. So now it looks much cleaner. So you can remember, as we did before, you can always select your table and copy and paste it as many times as, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And come down to another location, and you can paste it, and you have the basic format. So you could come over here and then make this equation 2, look back at the spreadsheet, and you can see what equation 2 is. So I don't think there's too many other issues involved here besides just kind of following this out. There's no interesting thing. All the equations are pretty straightforward, just fractions and subscripts. So you should get a practice doing that. Now that's going to be a Word document. So once you finish the Word document, just save it and then upload it to the Dropbox. Okay, so I think that's all there was to that. So again, for this assignment, you'll have really 2 pages. Well, 3 pages with the cover sheet. But let's just not do the cover sheet. We're not going to be handing it in. So let's just, all I want in the Dropbox is one scanned for the homework problem on engineering paper, following the engineering format. And then the second document will just be an upload of your Word file. And that way the grader can open up the Word document and see how you've managed the equations and the text. And that is the end of the homework. So just to give you a quick review, and we'll talk about this more, we'll have, those are 11 homeworks. All the quizzes averaged together will be homework, say 12. And if you join the Remind app, remember that you will, I'll drop your 3 lowest homework scores. So I'll take your best 9 scores for your homework grade. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. If not, be safe, and as always, take care.